You'll have to send me a message with your YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
I'll be sure to subscribe to that. I'm always looking for new YouTubes.
I appreciate it. I do this Oklahoma Vintage League and then some middle school.
Okay.
It's like pre-modern, different band lists.
Yeah. Well, this will be a good video for your channel.
Excellent, excellent, cool.
You're gonna look really good against this deck. I promise.
Do you know what I'm on?
I have no idea. Do you know what I'm on?
I do not.
Okay.
I did just change 3 card arts that my channel's never seen before, so that I could, when I cracked up the secret layers. So this will be a first for them as well. All right, how do you want to do turn?
Do high roll?
All right. I got an 8.
I got a 9.
Looks like a 10 to me.
That is a 10. I'm not mathing good today.
Both of them beat me. What I usually do for cut is I do 3 columns, and then the middle one should go on top of whatever happens.
Okay.
That sound fair?
So, in the middle on top?
There you go. That should make a random one.
Okay.
All right. And you're on the play?
Draw some cards.
All right.
And if at any point there's too much of a glare on this, just let me know and I'll flip some lights on and turn some off and try to get it squared away.
All right, ditto.
This hand is the perfect mix of vintage and legacy.
Oh, I played Legacy yesterday.
But not a keeper.
I think I am going to keep mine. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm going to try it.
You know, every time I've ever heard somebody say that, I've gotten smoked. Usually turn 1 or turn 2.
I mean, I could draw into that, but it's not in my hand. And when you rewatch the video, I show my hand at the beginning of the game, so you'll see what I have.
So, try this again. I will keep this hand and put 1 on bottom.
All right. I'm good with mine. I mean, I'm okay with it.
You're okay, I'm going to attempt a mana crypt.
Mana Crypt resolves.
Okay. Secluded Courtyard, naming Eldrazi.
All right. I'm going to have to look that one up real quick.
Do what?
I mean, it resolves. I can't do anything about it, but I'm just going to look it up.
It's the not good Cavern of Souls, essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it taps for colorless and non-colored, and does not come into play taps. That's good.
Yep. And I'm going to colorless tap 2 for a glaring flesh raker.
Yep.
Okay, and then pass turn.
All right. Well, seeing that, I'm changing my plans a little bit. I'm going to go basic mountain, and then attempt to cast a Chrome Mox.
You got it?
I will exile Goblin Lackey.
Right.
Then I will play a Conspicuous Snoop.
Okay.
I will play with the top card of my library revealed. So I got a mountain. Are you familiar with these cards?
Yeah.
Great. Then I will pass.
All right. Untap. Draw. Not quite what I needed, but
Do you need to flip a coin or something?
we'll do that now. Odds I take damage?
All right.
2.
You got it.
Let's see. We are going to tap for another 3 and play a second Glaring Fleshraker.
Okay.
Does it resolve?
It does.
Okay. You know what it does, right?
Yes. Just, I'll let you tell me how much damage I'm taking, or life loss, I suppose.
I'm taking 2, I believe, on this turn.
All right. And are they 2/2s or 2/3s?
It's a 2.
A 2/3 Fleshraker. All right.
2/2 Fleshraker.
Good.
Okay, so I've got you at 18.
And the tokens are 0/1s, not 1/1s?
They're 0/1s, yes, and I can sack them for mana.
Excellent.
I'm going to go ahead and pass.
All right. Top card is Black Lotus.
Nice. It's always a good one to have.
I'll play a land. I'm going to play 2 for a Crater Maker.
Okay.
I think I have enough mana coming up that I am just going to pass.
Tap, odds I take damage. That's a 4. If you do that. Let's draw for turn. Beautiful. Going to play a Mox Emerald. That's going to create another spawn doing 1 damage to you.
I'm going to go ahead and respond to the cast trigger.
Okay.
And I'm going to destroy target colorless non-land permanent targeting one of your Fleshrakers.
Okay.
So I believe that that one is still in play, so you'll get 2 tokens, 1 from each, on cast, but I'm only going to take 1 from each of them when it comes down. So 2 total. Yep.
Take 2 damage off of.
That looks like the correct board state to me. Probably should have just done that on my turn. Save me a token and a damage.
What fun am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna tap green, tap 2, so 3 and a green. I'm going to sacrifice 2 of my spawns for a Sowing Myco spawn.
Okay.
Kicked.
Sure.
Just exiling one of your mountains. And I'm going to search for a land. And there is damage on the table here.
Yes.
Throw an Eldrazi 10 and untapped. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. So put a spawn into play. You take 2 damage.
All right. I have myself at 14.
Yep, that's what I've got you at. We're gonna go ahead and sack another one of the spawns and play a divining top,
Okay.
creating another spawn,
Yeah.
doing 1 more damage. And
Now, I think. All right. So let's roll that 1 back. You did. Took 2 damage from the mycosynth coming in. Should I have only taken 1? Or let me read Glaring Flash Ranger. No, it happened.
no,
So I believe I actually take a second one from the senseis, right? Do I not take 2 damage?
no, you only take 1 because so what the card says is whenever a colorless creature on the battlefield of your control, Glaring Flash Raker deals 1 damage.
Got it.
And whenever 1 colorless spell, so this is just a spell,
So
which is why you only
take the
1
damage from the spawn. Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Or the token.
Yep. And on that note, I didn't tap it. Yeah, I did. I sacked one of those. Okay, we're good there. I'm going to pass turn and hope that you don't kill me this round.
I'll try. What we got here? Another mountain. That's not fun. All right. I'm going to play an Arena of Glory.
Okay.
I'll play a Skirk Prospector and a Black Lotus and hope that the top cards of my deck stop being mana sources. I will pass.
Roll for damage. That is a 5. So I take 3. Was that 17?
Yes.
Okay. Here we are going to untap. Draw. Okay, I can work with this.
Let me see if this.
Okay, so I'm going to tap 2 at the temple. And a colorless, and I'm going to play a Flesh Raker.
Oh no! Okay.
Creating a spawn, doing 2 damage to you. I am going to tap a green, 2 colorless, 3 colorless, 5 colorless to play another Myco spawn kicked, exiling your Arena of Glory. And I will search for a land. I'm going to pull a strip mine and strip mine that mountain.
I got another one coming up. I don't need it.
Hey, I see it.
Some guy came up to me behind a tournament one time, and he saw my mountain on top like this, and he's like, dude, those are the coolest sleeves I've ever seen. And I'm like, they're not sleeves. That's the top of my deck, but that would be cool.
Yeah. Okay, let's do some math. So those were tapped. These are sacrificed. Okay, this is when it gets kind of hairy. I put a Myco spawn into play on top of 2 Flesh Rakers, right?
Yeah, let's take the 2 damage for that right now. Just get it out of the way.
All
right. So
I'm at 2 damage for that.
I'm at 9.
You take 2 more because of the second Flesh Raker.
It just takes me to 9, right? So I was at 11, I go to 9. And then there's 4 more coming into play, so I take 8 more. So 2,
Yes.
4, 6, or is that 8 total?
It's 8 total.
8 total, so 6 more. That would put me
So you're
at 3? Yeah.
Okay, this goes over here.
And no cards in hand.
No cards in hand. And I'm gonna, against my better judgment, swing at you with 2 3 3s and 2 2 2s.
I believe 2 of those, or at least the
No,
Michael response came in.
you're right. I'm gonna swing with 1 3 3 and 1 2 2.
Got it. I'll block the 3/3 and go to 1.
Okay. I'm going to tap Sensei's Divine
Whoa,
Top.
don't get the
draw
Mox.
a card,
Don't get the Mox. No.
and put this back on my library.
Yeah.
And
No,
I'm
you
gonna
got
play
the
Mox.
Mox. All right. I'm dead. Let's see. Yep, I wasn't getting saved. That was fun.
This deck, it gets confusing. I love the Flesh Raker, but I don't like doing Flesh Raker math. So you're on mono red, right?
That is correct.
Okay. How does that deck do for you? Just out of curiosity.
I have had great success with it.
Because I've got everything I need to play mono red. I play mono red Legacy, but I just haven't. Ed hit me up about this tournament. I was like, yeah, I'll throw some Eldrazi in the mix. No one's playing that anymore.
I'm glad to play against some Eldrazi. It doesn't normally kill me on turn 1, which is sometimes a little unfun. But no, I really enjoy this deck. I think it's very competitive. I've done well at it with tournaments. So
Cool. Yeah, I'll have to work one up. I'm still trying to figure out when I want to play at the land run, but.
my list will be on the YouTube video when I share it with you.
Oh, is this the list you're going to play there?
I will change some sideboard cards. I am not a big fan of. When I got notified about this tournament very late, and I just told Ross to use the same deck list I used last time. But now there's that Clarion Conqueror, the dragon that's like a 3/3 flyer and stops all activated abilities.
Oh, yeah.
That guy wrecks my face. So I need to make a couple changes.
Figure out what it is I board against you. I don't have many options.
Not a fistful of blue elemental blasts.
No?
Not a fist. All right. There's my cut. I'm going to go ahead and take the play.
Yep.
Set our life total. This is going to be a mulligan. My camera's focus is working really well with this map with all the words on it. Normally it's like in and out of focus the whole time. I have to remember that.
What kind of camera are you using?
I don't know. A friend gave it to me. I can't read what it is right now. It's a Logitech something.
He's the one that I stole from my mother-in-law. Didn't steal it from her, but she let me use it and I forgot to give it back to her.
On loan. Alright, here's my cut again. going to 6.
I'm going to try to keep this hand.
I am thinking. Hang on, let me switch my view really quick here. All right. I think I am also going to keep, and I'm going to put back a card.
Okay.
All right. And are you good?
I'm going to roll with it.
All right. I'm going to play a Shatter Skull Smashing, but as the land.
Okay.
So I will take 3 damage. I will attempt to play a Chrome Mox.
Got it.
I will exile a Skirk Prospector.
Okay.
And then I will play a Goblin Recruiter.
Will you refresh my memory on that one?
This is the card I had to crack open all the secret layers for. I set mine off to get signed. All right, so it's a 1/1. When it comes into play, I'm going to search my library for any number of Goblin cards. I will then show you all of the Goblin cards, and then after I show them to you, I will put them in an order on top of my deck, unbeknownst to you.
Okay.
All right, ready to rock and roll?
Yep, so this is about to get very bad for me.
I hope so. The card I put back was a Black Lotus.
Started to think I shouldn't have kept this hand.
Here's my cut. All right. The cards, in no particular order, will be Torch Courier. It's a 1/1 with haste that I may sacrifice to give another creature haste.
Okay.
Another Goblin Recruiter. 2 Conspicuous Snoops. And a Kiki-Jiki.
Ouch. Okay.
Okay, all right. I have put my cards back. I have 2 cards left in hand. And I will pass the turn.
Let's do this. I'm going to play an Eldrazi Temple. Tap for 1, play a Vexing Bauble.
Sure.
And pass turn.
All right. I'm going to pay 2 and attempt to play a Conspicuous Snoop.
Okay.
The top card of my library is going to be a Torch Courier. I'm going to exile a Simian Spirit Guide for a red mana. And cast the Torch Courier, which will reveal Kiki Jiki.
Okay.
I'm going to sacrifice the Torch Courier to give Snoop haste.
Okay.
I am going to tap Conspicuous Snoop using Kiki Jiki's ability to make a copy of itself.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to use this copy to do that again 70 times.
All right, you got it.
You want to see the end of it? You're not dead yet. There's only one untapped.
Okay. Well, let's see the end.
All right, cool. All right. This is 70. I have one left untapped. I'm going to use it to copy the Goblin Recruiter and reshuffle or redo my library. I'm going to put Mob on top, and then I'll sack all 70 tap tokens for 3 damage apiece. So you are dead, but I just there was one more step.
Okay. I figured.
All right.
Well, all right.
So it is mono red, but it wins on turn 2 quite often.
Nice.
I can't believe I put a Black Lotus on the bottom of my library and then did not regret it when you played the Bauble because I had kept the Simian.
Yeah.
It panned out very well for me because the Bauble would have stopped me if I held the Lotus. If you had played the Null Rod, it would have stopped the Lotus. So I needed to keep the Simian. I don't know.
Again, I don't know.
It was a weird decision. Oh, what's happening here?
What's happening?
It's a good play for sure.
Hearing myself.
Very nice.
All right.
All right.
Here, I'm getting some feedback. Let me see if I can close some things. Oh, no, I didn't hear myself that time. All right, great. That's my cut. Muted myself. Man, this would have been a good on the play with the Chalice, but on the draw, I don't know, man.
Better not keep this hand.
I don't know if there's much you can do if I mulligan to a Recruiter, but this hand's not bad. Huh. 2, 3. We're just gonna have fun with it. I don't really care. We'll decide afterwards. I think I'm going to keep this hand. I kind of just want to have more cards.
I'll keep this hand.
All right.
Put one on the bottom.
I think in a tournament I probably would throw it back and try to find
Okay.
a Recruiter. But, well, that's having fun.
Who's on play? Me? You?
You are if you wanted to be.
I'll be on the play. I'm gonna play Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth,
Ooh, green mana.
and pass turn.
Oh, wow. All right. All right. I'm going to go Mountain.
Yep,
I'm attempt to play a Chrome Mox.
you got it.
I will exile a Mogmob. I will play a Chalice of the Void on 0.
Okay.
And then I will play a Conspicuous Snoop.
Okay.
Top card is Chrome Mox. I will pass turn.
Draw. I will play an Elven Tomb, a Mox Sapphire,
Sapphire will be countered.
correct. So there goes my graveyard now.
You can take it back if you want.
Okay.
It still will trigger your Flesh Rakers in the future.
True. Man, I don't have anything for that.
I'm sitting here with Chromox on top myself, so.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. Well, it looks like I've got a. Looks like I've got a pass.
Alright. Top card is Cavern of Souls. I will play a land. And I will play Goblin Recruiter.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to do the same thing.
You do the same thing and kill me this turn?
Yeah. So I get the Kiki Jiki. The Snoop doesn't have Summoning Sickness already, so I don't need a Torch Courier. The top card will be Kiki. I'll make 70 copies, target the Recruiter, and then I do have a second Mob Squad in the deck. I'll prove that. There we go.
All right.
All right.
You got it?
So yeah, you asked me how I like mono red. I like mono red.
Yeah. That's a good deck.
I drew the Recruiter. That was really lucky. But I also get to play main deck Mind Break Traps, which is sweet.
Nice. Yeah, I sideboard Mind Break, and I should have brought those in for this match.
I felt so dumb when I played the Chalice and then I played the Snoop. I was like, no, Robin, you just walked into the third spell. All right, so what I'm changing for Oklahoma is I'm going to put 2 more lightning bolts in.
Okay.
Instead of these silly glacial chasms. Because that Clarion Conqueror, the 3/3 flying dragon, is just brutal.
Yeah.
So I can't activate any of my abilities. I like kind of lose to it. And
the only haymakers I have in the, I mean, aside from the Glaring Fleshraker, it's got the Divining Top combo.
Yep.
I'm running 4 Eldrazi Linebreaker.
Ooh, Linebreaker. Let me look that one up. I remember my buddy played it.
It can get pretty nasty depending on how many Eldrazi you have on the field.
So it itself has trample, and it can target itself.
Yes.
That's excellent. Yeah.
So if I've got the Fleshrakers on the battlefield creating spawns, I'm running 4 Kozilek's commands,
Yeah, I was terrified when you tapped for 5 game 1. I mean, you still beat me, but Kozilek's command is ridiculously strong.
Yes. And whenever you play that lock breaker, 7 or 8 spawns on the battlefield with however many other ones, turn to 3-3 or 3-2 into a 10 with trample.
And I'm probably at 10 because of all of the Flesh Rakers.
Yep. It's a fun deck. I'm still trying to. I'm on a warpath to make Eldrazi,
What
and it does good times, does bad other times, but
what kind of interaction do you have like turn 1 and 2? I mean, there's Kozilek's command and Mindbreak Trap. Do you play what is it? Dismember?
yeah, I brought 3 dismembers in for my sideboard for this match.
Yeah, that was the one I figured I would see. Is that a Mox Opal or what's the tattoo? What kind of opal was it for?
Oh, so I named my daughter after Mox Opal.
Ah, there you go. Very cool.
That's my daughter's name, as well as.
As a card, we'll go with the daughter's name one. But she was named after the card.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Well, the video will probably take me about 30 minutes to get up on YouTube, and then I'll send it. Do you want me to just call your deck Eldrazi, or do you have a special name for it or anything?
I wouldn't even. I would just call it Eldrazi. I don't even know.
All right.
It's an aggressive deck, but
I mean, I wasn't even trying to use combat damage in my Goblin deck, so.
yeah.
All right, I got
Alright.
yeah, we have our Romancing the Stones event tomorrow. Hopefully, about 40 vintage players. So, I'm gonna get some sleep for that.
Heck yeah. Yeah, send me that video and I'll subscribe to your channel.
All right, I will do. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
All right, that was fun. I think, woo, drawing the. I don't know what was in the hand. There at the end of game 3 of my opponent, but I was kind of on the fence of just being with my opener. I was like the Chalice. So in game 1 there was, I think, 2. I mean, the last one was kind of just Hail Mary, but there was at least 2 Moxes that came into play after turn 1, and I was hoping to hit those. It did end up working. I think if I did it again, I probably would have mulled that hand. But there was still some room with the Snoop to try and draw out of it. I would have certainly exiled the Simeon and kept the Mog Squad if I hadn't drawn the Recruiter. That was kind of game plan A, until it became no game plan, go for the Recruiter. I really did enjoy the moment where I decided to keep the Simeon over the Lotus. I think that panned out very well. I wasn't necessarily thinking about Vexing Bauble coming down. I just felt that Simeon was harder to interact with, which ended up being a very good choice. I'm glad that there wasn't a Dismember in play on either of those game 2 and 3. I think I was very thin to a Dismember on Snoop in response to the copy, and then I'm stuck with, probably losing to one more land destruction spell, because I would have had to draw the Kiki, and then I would have had to draw the Snoop, and then I would have drawn the Recruiter. And this is game 2. but I only had 2 mana. I think I had a Skirk, but that doesn't really. I mean, I guess I would have played the Skirk the turn I drew the Kiki. So if I lose a land, I can still play the the Snoop next turn. But then I lose. Then I only have 1 land. I would draw the Recruiter and then try and. I mean, I would just need 1 more mana, but Snoop doesn't let you play the lands off the top, just the creatures. Overall, I think that went pretty well. I certainly should have destroyed a Fleshraker on my turn with the Cratermaker. I don't know what I was thinking. It was very obvious that there was going to be another colorless spell coming down. I guess I was thinking that there might be a large Eldrazi hiding somewhere in the wings that I would be able to hit, or I don't know, or the One Ring, or I guess it's indestructible, but something large. But the Fleshrakers are the real problems, and I should just destroy that as soon as I see it and have the opportunity. So that cost me, I guess, 2 life and 2 tokens that I shouldn't have needed to have come into play. But anyway, I have Romancing the Stones tomorrow. I am switching out 2 of the Glacial Chasms in the list above for 2 more Lightning Bolts. I think I'm going to switch out the 3rd Glacial Chasm for an Anarchy, because I do not want to lose to that stupid dragon, and I think that a lot of people are going to be playing him. Yeah, well, 2 turn wins. Pretty freaking cool. All right, I will hope to see y'all next time. Later.